When we start learning US taxation, we should also be knowing about what we do in India and what we have it parallel in America. So, we have done assessee as taxpayer and the previous year as tax year. Now, let us just know about as how they call or how they classify their taxpayers. So, taxpayers are classified in India as resident and non-resident, whereas in the case of USA, they classify them into three types. What are those three types? First one is resident, the next one is non-resident, the next last one is dual status. What is that? Dual status. So, in India, either the person should be resident throughout the year, previous year as resident, or throughout the year non-resident, whereas in America, it is not like that. So, a person can be taken up part of the year as resident and part of the year as non-resident. That is the reason as why you have three such classification. In resident, there are two types of classification that we have. So, what is that? One is US citizen, one is US citizen, the other one is to be referred to as alien. So, who is a alien? In India, we call as native Indian and the other one as foreigner. So, foreigner is a term that we normally use, whereas in American system, they do not call them as foreigner. Instead, they use a term as alien. Now, this alien can become the resident by either satisfying the conditions where he can be referred to as green card holder, where he will be given with permanent residentship, which you call in short as PR. The other one is where we got to undergo a test, that is what you can call it out as stay test, that is how many days the person is expected to stay in America. So, we will go into greater detail regarding the state test or PR, green card and all that a little later, but on overall basis we wanted to communicate a very important thing regarding individuals, that we have three different classification. One is resident, number two non-resident, number three dual status. And as far as resident status is concerned, so naturally born in USA, they are all US citizen. Born elsewhere, but they are likely to get settled or settled in America. So, one could be where they have got this permanent residentship, which you can call it out as PR, who will be provided with a green card, they will also be considered as resident. The other one is that based on the stay, we will go into greater details in the next lecture, but based on that we will take them as resident only. And for those who are getting green card status and based on virtually staying in America, when they attain the status of resident, we will give the same status as far as taxation as US citizen will be getting. So, one important thing that you should be understanding is that when they are taken up as resident, but when PR status is not given, so you should not consider that the stand taken by IRS that they are all resident as at par with providing permanent residentship. So, for taxation purpose alone they are resident, but they would not have been given with green card. So, have that in your mind when you are having this matter for your understanding. So, let me repeat, there are three classification: resident, non-resident and dual status. Residentship you get it through one, being a natural US citizen, then number two, where you have the green card, or through test, I mean state test, that we will be discussing in greater detail, because at the introductory part itself we do not want to communicate all those conditions and the computations that we will be making to take up that state test. So, through green card and state test they can be resident, but they are all alien. Alien means foreigner. That is what we have got to understand. These are the terms that they use in Internal Revenue Service, that is IRS. In India we call it as Income Tax Department, there they call it out as IRS.